Yesterday in North Carolina, President Trump gave a speech where I'm going to use a Weaseler, a rhetorical device here, appears to have admitted to the extrajudicial killing of this guy right here, Michael Reinl. Now, he is accused of being an Antifa member, and I think he's actually said he did follow Antifa ideas, whatever that means. And he's accused of shooting a guy in Portland during a dueling kind of protest thing. That guy was Aaron Danielson, and he was believed or thought to have been on the right. So it's basically a left kills right kind of thing. I mean, if you want to make it that, that's what it is. And of course, the president wants to make it that. And he sent the police, I say the police, what on the federal, what's it called? Mercenaries. No, federal agents. Yeah, that's what they are. I was going through everything like thugs, gang members, federal agents to Portland to find Michael Reinl and arrest him and make him pay. And this retribution, I think, was the words that the president used before the mercenaries found Michael Reinl and shot him before they arrested him. So there was all this. Did the president put a hit out on this guy, and his booted thugs went there and smoked him right where he sat with the gun in his pocket? He did have a gun on him, but it was in his pocket, and I think he was eating candy or something like that. I don't know, but it was pretty messed up. But if you listen to this clip, this is from Democracy Now, democracy.org, I think that's what it is. And it's very left-leaning. You have to kind of be careful when you listen to because they prime the audience a lot. All the news agencies prime the audience. I prime the audience, and it's just a way that you're persuasive. You want to get your point across. But you have to be careful when you do that, because it will make you think that people are saying something and they're not. Like in this case, the president, it seems like he's admitting to it. But if you listen carefully, it sounds more like he is just commenting on the actions of the federal agents, and those can be independent of anything. I mean, there's nothing in what he says that it says, I sent them there to kill him. It's not like that. It's not that strong. It's weak tea. So see if you agree with me or not, if this is a strong assertion and a strong admission of guilt here.
We sent in the U.S. Marshals. Took 15 minutes, it was over. 15 minutes, it was over. We got him. They knew who he was. They didn't want to arrest him. And 15 minutes, that ended.
Last month.
Okay, Amy Goodman from Democracy Now! She's just going to say last month he said something about retribution, and that kind of was the thing that's went off before this guy was shot. They're like, did the president, is he just send his thugs after this guy to take care of it, like retribution? So when they went and took care of it, of course people connected the dots, and they're like, well, it seems to me like the president just had an extrajudicial killing on this guy. And then this comes out yesterday where he appears to admit to it, but I'm not really sure if he does. Let's hear it again and make sure.
We sent in the U.S. Marshals. Took 15 minutes, it was over. 15 minutes, it was over. We got him. They knew who he was. They didn't want to arrest him. And 15 minutes, that ended.
His use of pronouns is, he knows exactly what he's doing when he uses pronouns. He knows us and them and all of them, right? So listen one more time. Listen to how he uses pronouns. He uses we, and then he uses them. And that's the distinction between admission and guilt in this.
As identified QAnon as anti-fascist activist in the state on September 3rd.
Okay, Amy.
We sent in the U.S. Marshals. Took 15 minutes, it was over. 15 minutes, it was over. We got him. They knew who he was. They didn't want to arrest him. And 15 minutes at it.
We got him. They knew who he was. They didn't want to. See how he uses that? It kind of distances him. He's exclusive in the actual events that are in question. and inclusive in the obvious stuff that he said before. I'm going to send him out to get him. If anything, this just tells how clever the president is. I do not like the president. I'm not going to make it secret that that I like the president, because I don't. But if you ask me, do I like anyone else? No, I don't. I couldn't tell you what I think about every politician I've seen, even on a local level. I've got local elections now, and I'm getting stuff in my mail from people that I know are being supported by people who want to cut my balls off. So what am I supposed to do, even on a local level? I have absolutely no faith at all in our political system as it is right now. It is just the biggest piece of crap. It's corrupt from the very bottom to the very top to the very core of every piece of it. So President Trump doesn't really make that much difference in the whole scheme of things. He's just like everyone else. Just like everyone else. He's just really clever at what he does, and that gives him the latitude to be as appearingly abominable as he is. It's a fascinating thing to watch, because I would cross the street if I saw someone like that coming. I would run and hide in fear, because they're very dangerous, as we clearly see. Whether or not he ordered this, just the question that he could have or might have, or that it's very well it's as probable as it isn't, that's just too strong of odds for me in a president, the head of the executive branch, the CIA, the NSA, all of those spooks out there that can just quietly make you disappear, or just shoot you while you're sitting there armed, because you're afraid someone's going to shoot you while you're sitting there. That's the broken news. Good luck with this one.